Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to begin the workshop in just 4:10 p.m. I hope you can invite those of your friends or your classmates who have uh registered in this workshop to copy the link in the chat box and please send it to them if they are lost or something. Please guide them. Thank you, guys. We're going to start at exactly 4:10 p.m. Thank you so much.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, kaya sa sinangalan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Upang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng bangaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal. Isang matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iindig. Ang bituin at karagyan kailan ang ay magdidinig. Luman ang araw ng walhagis pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya ng pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Mga kababayan,
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, I am Abigail Tiongson, the organizer and the Alpha Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador who organized this Microsoft Teams workshop. Okay, this is my first event, guys. So thank you so much for coming and registering for this event. It is very overwhelming and it's very flattering for me for you guys to support me in every step of the way in my journey as a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. So, first and foremost, before my opening remarks, I just want to thank everyone who registered because we are still waiting for a lot of people. But while we are waiting for them, let me just give you the numbers of how thankful I am for everybody who is here. Um, in our registrant, we have a total of 43 participants, one professor, nine student ambassadors. Thank you so much, fellow student ambassadors, for supporting an Alpha Microsoft Learn student ambassador like me. And finally, we have 33 students. And for the population of those 33 students and plus the nine student ambassador is they're almost third year and second year. So thank you third year and second years, and also for the fourth years who come here and for their enthusiasm as well as the first years. And in the demographic of our participants also today, we have a total of 13 schools from 4 countries. So hello there from India, hello there from Mexico, and hello there from Kenya. I'm not sure what is the time zone in Mexico and Kenya right now, but I think India is 2 hours before us. So I think that right now it is 2 o'clock p.m. there. I'm not really sure, but right now it's for something p.m. in the Philippines. So thank you for so much for coming, I also thank Asia Pacific College, who has the most participants for today's workshop. And of course, this is also one of Microsoft Learn student ambassadors' pride and joy, and Microsoft will be proud because we are demonstrating diversity and inclusivity in this workshop, as we have um 46% management students and 49% technology students, as well as 5% engineering students. Again, technology is for everyone. So why would we just focus on the technology courses? I will introduce you my background later on, but I'm really thankful for these numbers. So that's it for the demographics. I Let's go. I just want to first introduce before me why did I entitle this event, this workshop, as Achieving Your Dreams with Microsoft Teams. It's because it's simple as the title, as no man is an island. I always believe, and I think you would also too, as because all of the employers nowadays are looking for participants or employees who are great, really great at handling people, really good at managing team, managing their members and all that. And and so what we want to do now is that we want you to learn the Microsoft 365's central hub for collaboration and teamwork, no other than Microsoft Teams. Because again, in the modern society, more professions involve interactions, and the demand for effective teamwork is always critical for the business that we would work after we graduate as students. So, although individual productivity is important, it is always essential that teamwork is inserted in every step of the way. And I jot down three important points to help you remember why teamwork can always help you achieve your dreams. First, it's because it stimulates teamwork. Second, it improves productivity. And thirdly, it inspires learning. So I'm just going to go back to my to my slide so that you're okay. Okay. So again, those three, it stimulates communication. When working in teams, it involves active discussion, brainstorming. So we can communicate with one another and have diverse ideas. And so we can have a more effective and more efficient project and event. So teamwork stimulates communication. Second, teamwork our teams improves productivity. And I remember this quote about from Helen Keller. She said that alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. So when we are sharing workloads from one another, academic productivity, work productivity improves. And lastly, it inspires learning. When we are learning about from different people, different cultures, different experiences, we can um we can have that learning pool along with our brain, and we can have most of our learning as students. So that's all for why I named my uh workshop Achieving the Dreams with Microsoft Teams. So now that we familiarize ourselves with the great diversity that we have in this community right now in our workshop, we can now officially start our workshop. So let's go for first introducing my two of our speakers today, because I really hope that our participants will stay in the very end, because this my Achieving the Dreams with Microsoft Teams, an online workshop for beginners, is really suitable for all of you, and it is well rounded so that you can create amazing productivity in your academic or work life. So, hello there. I am Abigail Tiongson, again, the Alpha Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. I am from I'm a third year from VS Accountancy in Asia Pacific College, the school who has most participants today. So hi Ram. Ram is our mascot. So hi Rams. Um, and I'm again known from a tech background, but still I managed to become a Microsoft Student Ambassador. Next, I am also an officer in training of ABC's Microsoft community. I have been a Microsoft Excel resource speaker in January 2021 in the University of Makati, Society of Future Office Professionals, who gave me an opportunity even before I became an Alpha Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. So thank you so much, University of Makati. I think there's one participant who came from University of Makati here. I have also achieved a first runner-up title in the SAP Simulation Game Competition, Philippines and Asia Pacific, Japan as a finalist. And given to me by the SAP University Council Philippines and Asia Pacific, Japan. And lastly, I was also the project manager of the Accelerate with Excellence Shop project, an Excel automated inventory management system for sari-sari store owners, or in English, the small retail owners. We created an inventory management system for them. So that's my contacts. Feel free to contact me after this event. Next, we have a very special person who I invited for this workshop to help me out organize this event. So I won't manage this event without her help. So let's give it up for Miss Surya, Gouni, Neha.
Hi, hello. I think it's evening in Philippines. So yeah, good evening, everyone, and all your wonderful fellow students are from Philippines. Let me tell you about myself. I'm Neha Surya, and I'm a Beta Learn Student Ambassador at Microsoft. And I'm also an undergrad student in Malardi College of Engineering and Technology, and also a delegate and speaker at Howard University Conference, where I really spoke about our COVID pandemic, reinventing the resilience, which really make an impactful effect. And later, uh, I'm also a chapter lead at Girls Prep Bread and planning head at Concurs. And I'm also speaker and mentor and founding member at Women Tech Network, where I advance and relevance of women to get come back into their technical career. Yeah. And also, I'm a women tech scholar, where I got a scholarship for the speaking at a Women Tech Network conference, which is being conducted this June 9 to 11. So I really appreciate everyone to apply for it. And as I've said earlier, I'm a planning head and mentor at Hunters. It's a Microsoft student community where we have all the MLSCs, where we have a goal to equip non-urban area students to get advanced into the latest Microsoft technologies. And I'm also chapter lead at Girls Group Hyderabad, where I represent Hyderabad Girls Group Foundation as a lead, and my team do an impeccable work for conducting workshops and helping students a lot. And I'm also a member at Women Tech Makers, which is also collaborative with Google, and hashtag I'm Remarkable, where as being a feminist, I'm mostly into the women tech communities. And I'm also Achiever winner at 2017, where Oxford have a online assessment where I've got a merit score in it. So yeah, I'm an Oxford Achiever winner. You guys can connect with me in Instagram, and has it provided in the slide. And you can also contact or message me at the Student Ambassadors ID, and also you can connect with me in LinkedIn, where it shows you with 1059277171 Neha Surya. And yeah, so I'll be covering few topics, which is completely about collaborating and facilitating Microsoft Teams. So, as far I see, Microsoft Teams is completely a digital environment for Teams conversations and collaboration. So, Teams in Microsoft, it groups up people and brought together for work, projects, common interests, and many more. So, we create few channels like video conversation, which helps the whole team up happens. So that is why we'll share files, we'll share apps, and I'll be totally covering about the conversation and channels and chat, share and collaboration, facilitating how we can do live chats, live events, and also this all of your members, by learning this, you can customize your teams, channels, chats, and you can see your whole team environment and manage your whole notifications in your work life. And yeah, Abby, take the floor. And yeah, uh,
Okay, thank you so much, Neha. This is a great opportunity. Again, we have two Microsoft Learn student ambassadors from different ranks. This is a great opportunity, and we are about to start. I'm so excited. So here is my the first part is my part. Here's my content outline. Here it is. First, I divided my part in the workshop as in four parts. First is what is Microsoft Teams. There will be four questions that we want to answer for my segment on the workshop. Next, why use Microsoft Teams? Next, how to use Microsoft Teams, and lastly, next steps. So again, in this workshop, there is no prerequisite knowledge required, just familiarity with Microsoft Teams. So again, let's start answering these questions. First is, what is Microsoft Teams? For those who doesn't know what Microsoft Teams is, Microsoft Teams is simply a chat collaboration platform for Microsoft 365 customers designed to simplify group work. And of course, in detail, Teams is the hub for teamwork in Microsoft 365. It is where you can communicate through chat, not only through meetings and calls. You can communicate through chat, meetings, and calls. Next, you can collaborate with deeply integrated Office 365 apps, meaning you can integrate Word, OneDrive, Outlook, OneNote, Notebook, any Office 365 apps that we have in our work account and school account. So it's very beneficial for us to learn about the integration of Microsoft Teams. Next, we have the customize and extend with third-party apps, processes, and devices. We'll learn more about the third-party. We'll learn a bit about the third-party apps later, but we're not going to focus on that. Third-party apps are, of course, not part of Microsoft 365, but they can be integrated. Like for example, Meister, all those the third apps that can help you, all those planners. We will talk about it. And lastly, you can work with confidence through Microsoft Teams because Microsoft Teams has the enterprise level security, compliance, and manageability. So in this four bullet points that I created, let's go through it one by one. Let's just go through one full walkthrough. Okay, in communicating through chat in Microsoft Teams, we can communicate across geographies, languages, and organization, like what we're doing right now. We are bypassing all those geographic limit boundaries, and now we can create a workshop without having to think about those boundaries. Next, we can share information in an open and transparent way with threaded persistent channel discussions. We can stay in sync with one-to-one or personal or private messages or group chats. You can communicate across languages and organization with guest access, federation, and translation. If you can't really understand the language, we have Microsoft Teams also has that feature of translating the whole software. Next, humanize the workplace with gifs and stickers. This is one of my favorite feature of Microsoft Teams because it makes learning more fun, or like projects more fun, because there's emojis and gifs and stickers. And we all know Generation Z loves that. Lastly, it is available across multiple devices, mobile, desktop, browser, and a wide range of devices. Now, next is I told you earlier we can communicate through meetings, and I think this is common to everyone, and this is the Teams feature of you of meeting everyone, right, like what are we are doing right now, how we can spontaneously meet or schedule meetings and have large to one or one to many communication. And if you know what logic, if you learn a little bit about logic, one is to many is that we can even create live events wherein it's wholly or fully equipped with only one speaker talking, and all of our participants can just jot in the Q&A. In this meeting, we are more spontaneous, and we can communicate interactively. Let's not be so formal in this workshop. We can be questioning everything that we need to ask later on. We have a segment after this, so if you have some question later on in our workshop, please jot it down and I will answer it after my segment. Okay, next, we can stay in the know in the meeting recordings, recordings in stream, and arrange platform of devices, including desktop, browser, mobile, and meeting room devices as well. Next, we can communicate through calling. This has another additional license for integrating calling, like direct routing and calling plans. Like even if you don't have a Microsoft account, we can call you in your mobile number. But I believe this is very beneficial for US, or for those countries who are who have their calling system very well integrated, or phone system well integrated. In the Philippines, we prefer more so about calling through the internet, because more or less we don't have plans and loads, and I'm guilty of that. Next, we can last I no not last next to the last, collaborate with integrated Office 365 apps. Like as I said earlier, we can integrate our Outlook, our notebook, or OneNote, or Drive in Microsoft Teams, and one consolidated workspace. So everything in one place, and I like that about Microsoft Teams. As well as you can share and co-author files, like you want to create files together with your group mates, create your PowerPoint together. If you don't want to assign it to only one person, that can make every overall teamwork more efficient, and overall increasing productivity. Next, customize and extend, meaning all those third party application that you can see in the screen on the side, you can integrate that in Microsoft Teams. And I think that is a very great again, Microsoft Teams is for making everything all in one place, so that um you have a more effective and efficient collaboration. Next, and lastly, the working with confidence. Microsoft Teams is the only application in against its competitors that has the compliance leadership with EU model clauses SOC 1 and 2, HIPAA, GDPR, and more. It has also built-in information protection, including e-discovery, data loss prevention, legal hold and audit, and multi-factor authentication for enhanced identity protection and secure guest access. And this is very beneficial also to us, because knowing that for example, we are, for example, in accountancy, we are sharing tax files to other people. You don't want third party people to get that data and use it for their own um selfish benefit. We don't want that. And of course, in IT, we don't want all of those important documents or important codes that we created for our product to be gone or steal by someone who we don't know, but use it against us. So we that is why in Microsoft Teams we can work with confidence. So that being said, why use Microsoft Teams? If it's still not obvious, let me explain to you why. In today's world, the teamwork trend is diverse, and almost always five generations work together. May it be five generation, meaning younger, older, adult, or senior, the younger and seniority in the workplace or in students, they are working together, and teams has helped them have always be on the same page. Next, team-based and collaborative. 80% of employee times is spent on collaborating. Again, as I told earlier, achieving the dream is not only for one person, and it is always through working together is how you can achieve your dream. So 80% is spent in collaborating. Just by that numbers, I can already prove what I was talking about earlier. And lastly, it is global. 72% of workers will be working remotely in 2020. This data was this data it's funny because this data came from 2019, and right now in 2021 we are in the pandemic or the quarantine era, and we are really working remote fully, or not, if not working remotely in other countries, in we are working remotely for the past months now, and Teams has helped us as in my experience as well in Asia Pacific College in making our academic life more easier than it has been. So again, as we this is the question that you want to raise. Why complicate collaboration when you can always use or move to Microsoft Teams? Why go to other application when you can always have Microsoft Teams all integrating this in all in one place? You see chat, files, notes, meetings, tasks, videos, applications, bots, everything integrated in one consolidated workplace. And when everything is connected, all of those connected, Microsoft Teams has become a powerful communication platform that is not just for chatting or simply communicating, but also working together and making it like more so similar as the face to face that we had before pandemic came. So thank you so much for Microsoft Teams. That everything that we needed is all consolidated again in a one workplace. And also, just quick numbers. Teams is the fastest growing business application in Microsoft history. With 500,000 organizations use Microsoft Teams. 91 of the Fortune 100 are still using Microsoft Teams right now, and 44 languages are supported in Microsoft Teams. And finally, we have a 145 million daily active users using Microsoft Teams. This is the a more updated numbers of the current statistics of the usage in Microsoft Teams. So looking at these numbers, you can see how it skyrocketed because due to pandemic. Before, Microsoft Teams started from 2017, and now it's only about 4 years. Then they have become this application has become very successful, and pandemic has to has a lot of the thing to do with that. Next, again, stay connected with consistent experience across devices. If your phone lost its energy, or it it has low battery, you can go to desktop and transfer it very easily with Microsoft Teams. And next, Teams is for different departments and industries. Anyone who are in marketing, IT, first line workers, sales, engineering, healthcare, human resources, project management, and of course, for us in education. And, and Microsoft Team has empowered us students to create the world of tomorrow with a simple and safe experience that promotes teamwork and unlocks creativity. So wrapping up, why use Microsoft Teams? Well, because Teams makes collaboration easier. By segmenting your team to different teams, channels, and collaboration, you can be a piece of calm and make productivity or make working be more fun. And that's just simple way on how to explain why use Microsoft Teams as a student. I mean, we don't want to imagine if we are in a world where we don't have Microsoft Teams. We are going to, like, for example, we only have Outlook, emails. We will just depend on emailing, agenda, talking about agenda. Here's an agenda. Okay, we don't have the quick communication that we have in Microsoft Teams, and that's all the more reason why we can use Microsoft Teams. So that being said, for my third segment of this part of my segment, how to use Microsoft Teams. This is the main part of this workshop in my segment, and I hope you are to listen intensively, or you can work with me every step of the way in allowing me to help you learn how to use Microsoft Teams. So first and foremost, when you are creating a team, what I mean, this is the first thing that we need to know. What is the team's purpose? What does your team does? The manner in which your team delivers services. Why is your team is important? Because in knowing this, you can organize everything that you need in teams and channels. And and of course, in simplest terms, a team is the group of people that can make that is aimed on working together to get something done or achieve a certain goal. So in all for that to be accomplished as soon as possible or as effectively as possible, you need to know or answer this simple questions. So next, let's go on to creating and manage teams and channels. So, in this part, I will be switching between windows, between of my windows. I will go back on my PowerPoint, go back to Teams, so that you can we can all learn together with visual representation. Okay, so first and foremost, what is teams and channels? I think this is the first thing that you already know, but let me just explain what is a team and what is a channel. So teams are made up of channels. The very umbrella is what we call the teams, and this is the channels. And channels are where all conversations we create with our teammates, and it is also where we actually get things done, the work where we get things done. text, audio, video conversation, emails, files. All of these are happening in the chat in between channels along with one Microsoft team. So in each channel, we can even dedicate it to a specific topic, department, or project. Just like in this example, they divide it in the most subject matter of the channel. For example, here marketing. Of course, it will though that channel will only for marketing, as well as the overview of project of Northwind traders, for example, the performance of Northwind traders, and so on and so forth. Next, in teams and channels, it is basically it has a different kind of setting, but almost kind of the same. One thing that you need to understand is its difference. Teams is define who has access, and channels organize what you're working on. In the settings of Teams, it has also the private or public, as well as in the channels, and Teams has the owners manage settings, how members contribute, and overall the work group visibility. In channels, we delineate subtopics and steps, full, accessible, moderate, or private, and streamlined shared workspaces. So, um, again, that is a very simple way to differentiate between the two, and I think that I made that clear enough for everyone to understand. Next is let's go on with creating a team. So in creating a team, we can create a team from scratch. Number one, from scratch. We can create a team from an existing group or team, and we can create a team from a template. So let's I'm going to uh unshare my screen now and try to, if you does anyone have any questions so far while I'm sharing my screen? Because I'm going to go back with my with different settings in my. Okay, no questions yet. Okay, great. Okay, for this workshop, I will be using my school account here, my school account, because of course my student ambassadors account is currently in use in the call. So I'm gonna use the browser version of Microsoft Teams for the benefit of the demo. Okay, so first, what we have discussed is creating a team. So how can you create a team? First, you will see this one. Just click this and then create a team. And as I said earlier, you can create a team from scratch, a template, or a group. So just to help you, or like see how using a template works, is that you can if you, for example, you are part of a team that you like, you love how it was organized. For example, I love how APC MSC sorry, APC MSC organized this their channel. So for example, let's choose this team, and everything that you want to copy from their channel, their tabs, teams, apps, and of course members. You should be careful on this part, because if you're going to check this, or gonna tick that, all the members that is included in APC Microsoft community members, they will also be included in your channel, and we don't want that, especially right now that we're just practicing the demo. And so we're not going we're not going for that template, and I'm just going to create a team from scratch. you can also create a team using a template again from other teams, and that's all that you need to know with creating a team. So for example, as an example, let's just create a team. Let's just create a team. Let's say I'm going to rework as a demo my project, Accelerate with Excellencia project. And just gonna no let people know what this team is all about. Like this project is about, oops, sorry, this project is about uh Excel automation and inventory management system. Yeah. Okay, so now that we have that kind of description, this description is optional. You can create even without it, but this helps everyone that you add in the team to be informed already what the team is all about. I mean, they don't have to ask what it is because you have already explained that in your description. So in there's settings in the privacy. We have the private and public. In private, only owners can add members, and for public, anyone in your organization can join. And in public, you can even add, like can even create a code for that so that people can go to that chat teams. But for the sake of demo, we're just going to be very private because we're just practicing. So let's create it, creating the team. It will just load for just a little bit. And yeah, so now we are going to add members. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, in members and in Microsoft Teams, you can add members and guests. So there's a different differentiation in members and guests. A member is part of the organization and a guest is not part of the organization. What is the organization? It's always the it's always the at blank account. You know, where you got the Microsoft 365 applications. For example, in my case, I have a school account and a Microsoft Learn student ambassador account. I have both a work account and a school account. So in those cases, my organization are Asia Pacific College and Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. So if I'm going to be, for example, invited for beside from those organization, I would be counted as a guest, as some people who are part of this or who are part of this meeting. So going back here, just going to add members. So I'm going to add the Microsoft Learn student ambassadors and of course the the president of Microsoft community here. Yes. And I'm going to also add the vice president. Again, guys, this is an honor because I can do anything. This I can manage to work this workshop without their help. And of course, I would add some of my friends. Okay, they're there. I hope they would be added. I think they would be notified. They will be notified, and they will be notified both in email and both in this team. So, of course, they are in this meeting, and they will be notified in their banner or in that activity panel. Okay, and right here, you can even customize what their role is in your teams. You can for example, put Romel as an owner already. And we have the same we have the same access on authorities and in the settings of the accelerate with accelerate project. Okay, going back here, let's create a channel. Okay, what is a channel? We have already discussed about that. Let's just create the channel in case someone is not aware how to create one. Okay, so in creating a channel in this team, this is what I created. I'm just gonna hide this so that no one would be confused. Just every time you see a dot, ellipsis or three dots, that means there are other options, or there you would see the settings and all this. In this case, you would see here how to add the channel. So in adding the channel, you also have the same privacy as Teams. Standard meaning it's public, or it is accessible for everyone on the team, public in the team, and private meaning it is accessible only to a specific group of people within the team. Okay, for this, we're just first going to create the public, then we're going to proceed with the private. For example, in Accelerate with Excellential project, we first started with planning. So let's create this. Of course, let's create a channel for planning so that everything that we need to do or everything that we need to create is all in here. So this channel is only dedicated for the planning. And y- I think you can see this part automatically show this channel on everyone's channel list, because sometimes when we have a lot too many channels, like more than 6 channels, it Microsoft Teams would automatically or like hide other channels in order to fit in the left rail. So if you want this specific channel to be always be in the channel list of everyone in your team, just click this. Add that, and so we have successfully created the fan. Going back, let's I have already discussed that. Let's now discuss how to manage a team. In managing a team, we have uh 5 bullet points that I want to discuss. So it is managing members, managing channels, managing settings, and manage apps. And finally, using a command box. So I just want to going to focus on the PowerPoint now, because I want you there are a lot of concepts that I want you to learn in managing a team before we go to the demo. Okay, so as a creator of a team, you are the owner. As a team owner, you can add again members and a guest. So as an author, you also have the responsibility of managing the team. Eh, And so let's start on with managing members. In there are in managing members, you have to always remember that there are 3 kinds of members: the owner, members, and the guests. Or should I say there are 3 different kinds of role in within a team. So that's the 3 roles. And what you have to know is that the owners, or on all owners who created all person who created the team is already considered an owner. And team owners are always they can add and remove the members and have the all the administrative tasks like changing the team settings, renaming guests, or assigning members as an owner, and like what we did earlier, and so forth. As a member, you have lesser access to some things because you're not the owner, and members are the people, of course. in the people in the team. These are the people who can you who collaborate, who do uh sort of things that the team owners have permitted, because there are some settings that you can limit, the owners can limit the members, for example mentioning to a channel or posting to a channel, and so forth. So, and finally, we have the guest. This has the most limited access to the team channel, but they can still work around with it. But still, they have the most limitations in terms of differentiating between the three, and they are still they have, even though they have a lot of capabilities, they can still work together with the members and owners, and even they can even go to a call just like we are doing right now. And just to remind, just to a simple note is that as a team owner, you can limit also or grant access to guests, not only members. So if you're if it's always like a superiority access in Microsoft Teams. If you didn't have access, for example, you didn't allow mentioning for members to any kind of channel, of course, guests can also guests can also access or can also mention other people in that channel. If you it should be always the members have the access before the guest. So yeah, that's it. Next, in manage a team, we also manage channels. And for any channel, this has a lot of settings, as you can see in your devices right now. Um, you can for example mm, share a code to join the team. You can allow emojis, memes, gifs, or stickers, or even allow how fun it is, because sometimes there's too much fun. You can limit that, and you can there's also we all can also limit people who can manage, who can tag, and people who are not allowed to tag. And all of those are that is all in the hands of the owners. Again, even a member can be an owner, just if only the primary owner has given them access. Okay, next, in Magic Team, you can also manage the teams, team settings. So, in the example in your screen, you can change the team picture. You can set member permissions, like allowing members to create, update, or delete channels and tabs. You can enable team mentions in a channel, like this is very important. I would discuss this later in our demo. And because mentioning it, it has a great way of notifying or prompting people. So you can owners can manage those settings as well. So in Teams, you can also set permissions for guests, have the ability to control whether guests can create, update, and delete channels. And lastly, enable team members to send gifts, emojis, and stickers, as well as make set a time expiration for a team if you want it to have a time limit. Next, we have managing apps. In managing apps, Microsoft lets us let us work around with Microsoft Teams and make working more fun. And apps can vary uh from different devices and different teams and channels. I mean, in sometimes those apps can't be is not not yet integrated in mobile, but Microsoft Teams has been updating every now continuously for the past months. And you if you have noticed, there are a lot of updates later that I would that we will see later on. And in this part of in managing apps, I will discuss to you um 5 parts: using apps in tabs, using apps in messages, next using apps with bots, and fourth using apps as connectors, and use it as a personal apps. So I think this is the part where it gets interesting, because apps is not really, as I observed, apps is not really used in my school. Like it's not really get noticed. It's being taken for granted, when in fact it should. So let me help you understand how important apps is in helping us improve our learning. So in using apps in tabs, you can add a tab as an application. For example, you want an Excel form to always be clearly seen in a Teams channel, and you want it to be there always so that people would not forget. And um and of course, you have to, if you want, for example, PowerPoint deck to always be there, because no one is noticing it, and it is near due, and all that sort. Here's some of the third party application and Office 365 apps that we can integrate. Even GitHub you can integrate in Microsoft Teams. And using apps in messages, I'm not sure if you have learned about this already, but these are applications, and you can do this in your messages without even opening the applications. You can directly create a poll, ask something in wiki, praise someone, with just using apps in messages. Next, we have using apps with bots. So bots are, if you're familiar with Discord, you would understand what bots is. But in simple terms, bots are the applications whom you can ask anything for their function, and they would directly send it to you in where you mention them. And this is very helpful for someone who doesn't want work opening an application, so you can use bots for that. And it, they are somehow, I explain it, cold people. Like, they are bot, they may not give you warm fuzzy feelings as humans, but they can save us from time by handling certain tasks, or for this case they can create polls in forms and survey monkey. And next, we have using these apps as connectors. Apps lets you do more in Microsoft Teams again, and there are a variety of apps that you can add in the Teams channels. And what I meant by connectors here is that for example, in Yammer, you want your any kind of notifications in Yammer to be clear. You to have all your team be notified as soon as it has an update. For example, Bill Gates created another or bought another company. Oh my god, congrats Bill Gates. But it would be connected, if that's connected to one of your channels, as in, for example, in your channel news, then all of your teammates can already see that news. And finally, you can use Microsoft Teams as a personal apps, or like you have a favorite application, and you can put it in the left rail of the Microsoft team. So just like in this example. And finally, um oh, not yet that not that's all for manage apps. Let's go on to um the like doing it in the actual place. Okay. Here. Okay. So we talked about a lot of for six things. So first is we can create you can create applications in tabs. So what tabs is found here? All of these are tabs. So in creating a tab or integrating an application in a tab, you just click this plus sign, add a tab, then there are a lot of applications here. So let's just create an example. In for planning channel, I want to create an Excel a Gantt chart if you're aware of that in project management as a project management tool. So let's just find the file Gantt chart. Okay. Wait wait a minute. I'm gonna just try it again because there's some error. Okay. Oh, I forgot something, and this is very important. Before you add a tab, you should first upload it in your channel. Because of course, they would you can add something that hasn't been uploaded yet. So let's just first upload a file. So I hope this is how you upload a file. When you see a clip button, you just attach upload from my computer. If you have it in OneDrive, click any channel you have. So upload from my computer. We have downloads, Gantt chart. Okay. You can even tell okay, let's just take it one step at a time. Okay, so you have that here, adding that, planning, yes. Okay. Here it is. So you just for me, I want this tab name to have a name so that they know already what this tab is instead of using the default name as Excel. So just click that, and you have the option to post to the channel about this tab. Posting this means you're prompting everyone that you created a tab for the specific file, and hence they know that they can just go click that tab and they can work around with the Gantt chart. So Gantt chart is a time management or what a project manager usually creates in order to keep track of the progress in their progress in their project. So in for this case, we have already successfully completed our project. That's why it's all 100%. Congrats, Uno and Excellencia. So every this is created using Excel, solely with Excel, and Chris created from scratch. So if you want to have something like this, you can just contact me. So here it is. You can they can always see our progress the same way I update it using the tab here below. So yes, see how effective that is. So after we have conducted using apps in tabs, now let's see how we can create one y- use apps in messages. So here I have stream, praise, and MindMeister. I want to create a poll. So I want to use one of Microsoft 365 applications forms. So in creating polls, for example, you want to decide on something in your team, like what for example, what when can we meet? Or when can we meet for your first planning or meeting? So you're just gonna set a date, for example, Monday, choose, and this is very this Microsoft Teams can help you save time by just choosing what you want. Of course, there are some days that they haven't created, so just put that one there. Thursday. And I'm very you can here just move it around like doing so. Thursday. Why do I keep mistyping everything? Sorry for anyway, there if when I created that, they would after you have the option to allow them to create multiple answers. For this case, I want them to be decisive. Like I want them to decide what which day so that we can have a majority poll and the winners takes it all, you know. And we also have the option here to share results automatically after voting or keep responses anonymous. So in keeping responses anonymous, you as you as the one who created this poll would not be able to see who answered the specific responses. For this case, I don't need to know who among them answered Tuesday, Wednesday. But if you want, or if you want to to know about to know when are they available, you can uncheck that. I For example, I commit mistake, I include the multiple answer. I don't want to enable that because I want them to be decisive. So Microsoft Teams now is giving you a preview of the card you will be creating for the poll. So you just if you're okay with that, you can just click send. And here it goes. And when you answer, for example, I'm available on Thursday, it will automatically be updated in this fall. Here, of course, I'm the only person here. I'm so sad. See, I don't have my membership, but this is just a demo. So they would answer that, and for a time being, the option that has the most and the most poll or choice, that will be the our first meeting. Okay, next we have using bots as connectors. So to use bots as connectors, you can just click this one again, the channel here, and click connectors. And you can create a lot of applications, any kind of application that you want. Let's just use Yammer. This is the face for me. How I explain Yammer is that this is the Facebook version of Microsoft. So here you can add here. If you haven't used Yammer yet, you can just simply add, and Microsoft Teams will download it for you. And right now it's loading. Oh, someone voted. Someone voted. See, guys, someone voted. So one of those four answered my poll. Two of my friends or my president or vice president. So like, okay. Next, we have the use it as a personal apps. What you can do here is just when you use any kind of, you want some application to always be by your side, literally by your side. You can just click this ellipsis again or other options, and just for example, I want my notebook to always be there by my side, one note or one note, and just click that again by clicking, right clicking, and just pin it. Have you been pinned? Yeah. When you it will be pinned when it's not italicized anymore. So right now it's not italicized. Can you see it, guys? You want me to zoom it? I'm gonna zoom it for you. So when you unpin this, it would be italicized as you can see here, and with the, yeah, like so. Okay. Now that we're done with using and managing apps, let's move on to using the command box. I'm not gonna present the screen, just gonna avoid that notes. Yeah, and let hide the screen. Yep. So in using the command box is really great if you want to work on something that without really moving on to another thing. Like you want to, for example, you can in using command box there are three options that I included there. You can search in command box, you can use slash commands to perform tasks, and lastly you can use the add command to make to launch an application directly from the command box. So for example, you're looking for a person, you want them to you want uh to message them, you just search for it using the command box. Searching for a file, you remember the file, you just want to click it and open it right away, you use the command box. And if you want to do some perform tasks or manage some settings using the slash commands, you can also do that there and type add command to launch up directly to the command box. So I'm just gonna show you real quick on how on what I'm talking about. So just going to go back to Teams. So for example, if you're looking for people, for example, I'm looking for Carl. Or wait, you can already see Carl. So let's just search for some for my sister here. Just gonna search her, and all of our co- conversations are there, and you can already contact her right away. And if you need to search on something, right, you need to change your, for example, right now I don't have I made my status offline just because I'm busy with something. And you can actually this you can just click busy, but I want to be invisible. So if you want to just change your status right away, just again type available, right? So anything, and automatically it would be available. Instead of just clicking it and just clicking it, just type it. This is the if you are more of a keyboard person and you like commands and keyboard shortcuts, I would set there are resources that I would be sending you later on. Okay, so going back here, and I this is the last segment for my part. I just want this to be, because this is an application that is my favorite, and I've been using it for managing my time in my organization and in my class. So I use the task app in Teams or task by planner, because all of my task or and my shared plans with other people are all integrated there. So in adding the task app, you just again right now I have already included it here, there, and you everything that all my shared plans here, all my shared plans there, all my task all my tasks that I need to do for my tasks and shared plans, all in one single area. So if someone or my leader or a president assigned me on something, I can see that in my shared plan. And all of those who I want to do on my own, I can say my task. Next, I can, yes, as I said earlier, and you can also get notifications about tasks. You'll get a notification when someone else assigns a task to you, someone else assigns an urgent task to you, and you can also make a task assigned to you urgent or assigned to you not urgent. And you can also be notified when someone else changes the progress of a task assigned to you, or if someone removes you to the task assignees, or for a task that you don't need to do. For example, you don't need to submit a budget report, so you'll be notified on that. So just a quick run through of this planner, because what I like about the task by planner or to do is that it is integrated in this mobile. You can download to do it, to do by planner, and all of this all of these tasks is also included in my mobile. So whenever I need to remind myself to be productive, I can already see it. So I can assign important. This is the priority, and and like so assigned to me, all that's assigned to me. Currently I don't have something assigned to me because I've finished everything, so congrats to me. And that's all for that part. And that's all for my segment. So up next are collaborating in teams and channels with Microsoft Teams, and most especially facilitating meetings and events with Microsoft Teams with uh Surya, Gouni, Neha. Okay, so before that, of course, this is the what I promised, the question and answer part of my segment. Um, I have also been aware of some questions, and this is a question that came from India. I want to answer, and I prepared for it for one. Other things I would answer it impromptu. So, is Microsoft Teams really free? Yes, Microsoft Teams is a free version and it includes the following features. It has unlimited chat messages and search. It has a built-in online meetings and audio and video call for individuals and group with a duration of up to 60 minutes per meeting or call for a limited time. You can meet for up to 24 hours. So it has also 10 gigabyte of file storage plus 2 gigabytes of per person for personal storage, and it has integrated real-time content creation with Office apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. So I'm sorry for my dog. Uh okay. And lastly, unlimited app integration with more than 650 business apps to choose from, including Adobe Sign, Evernote, and Trello. Okay, so yes, it's very free to answer that question, and it has a lot of features that would not limit you to even though it's free. So yeah, you don't require if you just need to have to do something or call someone or work together, you can use Microsoft Teams. And okay, that is wait. Okay, that is the question that I have answered that. So wait, I'm just gonna look for. Okay, if you have some question, you can raise your hand. But there are other questions that I have to answer. Somebody asked here, I think here is this part, this what are some tips and techniques that you should follow. Surya would answer that later. And I've already answered this one. And what are the new features of Microsoft Teams? Right now, Microsoft Teams have a new feature of sharing, of screen sharing, wherein you have the first option of sharing it in by screen or just by window. And Microsoft Teams this is a one of the features that I love. Microsoft, when you create a meeting, Microsoft Teams would also have a prompt for you to copy a meeting link or send it directly with an email. So please check it out. I won't be able to share that to you due to time constraint. But maybe Neha would help you see that uh in her discussion later on. And we will also answer this part, how the hardship of a Microsoft student ambassador and all that. And I have already answered what should a person be aware of while using Microsoft Teams. It's just simply you just simply have to remember that no man is an island in using Microsoft Teams, and even though you're an island, you can still be productive. You just need to always be reminded that in improving your productivity, you need to improve yourself in order to help others help you. Okay. Next, how would you compare Teams to other collaboration apps like Zoom? Um, Basically, Microsoft Teams, as I said, has the Office 365 integrated application that can help everyone have a collaborative workspace, which Zoom doesn't have. Zoom only has video conferencing. They don't have and once you end the call, all of the chat information would be removed, unlike in Microsoft Teams. And also, you can search about this, but Microsoft Teams has lesser data usage than than Zoom. So if we are using data in our mobile, or just we have limited internet connection, Microsoft Teams doesn't need to worry about that because it demands lesser data usage. So how's it's helpful for my future? Neha would answer that. That is it for the Q&A portion. If you have more questions, you can ask Neha later on. So again, thank you. That is again, this is Abigail Tiongson, the Alpha Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. If you need these resources, my PowerPoint, I have I you can access it. I have uploaded it in this link. I will send it to you later. But you can access all the keyboard shortcuts and also the this deck for you to go back to when you need guidance on something. Okay? So again, if you have any more questions and you were too shy to raise it earlier, you can just contact me here. Okay, that is it. Thank you. Neha, you may take the floor.
Yes, so I think everyone have learned that how you guys can team up and create channels, how you guys can create a new team and how we can add people in it. So everything Abby have explained you. So now I will tell you that how you can collaborate with different types of teams and channels and how you can chat with people, call them, how you can create a meet, how you can go live event, and also how you can do different times and an interactive fun events in your workshop. So whenever if you try to create an event, so I will just or let me share you my screen. So yeah, so I'm a planning head at Honkus, and Honkus is a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador uh, community or so even that is supporting us for this workshop and we're going live. So now I'll be, as I've said you prior, that I'll be covering the concepts of collaborating with teams and channels in Microsoft Team, and also I'll how you can facilitate your meetings and events in your teams. So to for this topics, there are no prerequisites required. So yeah, uh, so how you can communicate with channels. So in order to communicate with channels, all we need is to we have Microsoft Teams, and once when you log in into your portal, or there will be a lot of teams that will be appearing as Abby have shown you prior. So channels are a place for members of a team to have conversations that have a relevant public to the entire team. So you can create, manage, engage with conversations in a channel with our whole team. So yeah, so when you go to a channel and Microsoft Teams is your first tab, you'll see post at the upper bottom, and this is of the one big group conversation. Everyone who has access to the channel can see messages in the post tab. So whenever a person if me and Abby are in the same team and Abby have posted about something in her channel, then definitely I can see it in the post tab. So now, in Microsoft Team, we can create and format a post, an announcement. You can create an announcement. You can even post a message in the multiple channels and edit a cross post and also get attention when we mention someone in the teams. Like, for example, if I mention Abby in my team, then she would definitely get response that I have tagged her in for some particular message. And like channels are threaded conversations. In order to like in order to meaning that like replies to the channel message stay attached to the original message. This way, the whole thread of the conversation can be easily followed by anyone reading it. So, to start a conversation with a member of a channel, you need to select a new conversation button at the lower left of the post tab. So now, like, let me. Okay. Let me share you my window. So now here, as I've said you here, what we do is like, this is a team and this is our community. And here, I want to message something. So there will be a prayer request like if you can see now here you have found a icon of a new conversation, and here you can introduce yourself that hi ambassadors, I'm new ambassador here and I've just joined this current, like that. And if you're a work professional, you can even do like hi, I'm a new employee for this workshop and what can you do. So here even I can mention Abby, who's our Alpha Microsoft Student Ambassador from Philippines. So this is how it can also be done. So yeah, for replying to an existing message thread, so you can like you know, uh, what you do is like you can exist a message thread or start a new conversation upon the box, and also for you a type of a format message, anything you can do everything. Now, if you select everyone can reply in a particular themes, like you in the previous presentation, there were some themes which didn't allow me for the new conversation icon. So there was few restrictions and settings that I have to not do any announcements there in that team. But for me, in the collect and learn team, I can do a new message and even tag people. I can message like in anything. If you don't want all the members of your channel to be able to reply to your message, when you're done with composing your message, you can just send in the in the new conversation icon. Then your message will be live in the new channel. So in order to create a announcement, as you see in the image down there, sometimes your message needs to stand out. So whenever you create an announcement, instead of a default message, you have an options for the headline and image. So which can bring attention to your message. So when we select format under a box when you type your message, and when you type a new conversation, to change the selection of announcement, enter a headline, change its background, and whatever you want, you can add a subhead to your themes also, and enter the whole body. I'll show you the practical demonstration in 2 minutes. Let me just complete PPT and these all topics. So in order to post a message to multiple channels, you just need to select channels wherever you want. So okay, just a second. Yeah, yeah. So and there from there you can also select which channels to post in your message and announcement, and then you can update it. In this field of the message, will be updated to reflect which channel and the message is being posted to. So for finishing your message and select send, so this is how we can collaborate with multiple channels and send a message, and also we can do a cross post. So in order to edit a cross post, so what is it about? So when you open your Teams, you will be having selecting more options icon, and there in that we can choose edit. So right after we post in multiple channels, we can select channels, whichever channel you want to post your message, and to remove the channel, just delete it to the to field. There will be a to field icon. I'll show you in the demonstration part. So finally, any post you can create, and you can make it a cross post later by clicking more options and then choose edit, and then go to the post in multiple channels and then select in order to what channels you want to add it. So as I've said prior, in order to get attention, you can tag people. So in the before demonstration, I've showed you that I can tag Abby in some message. So in order to get her attention. So this is how it goes. So you just need to enter at the rate option so that you can tag some person and then select them in the menu that appears. You can do it in a general meeting, or you can do it in Teams, you can do it in any channel, you can just go, you can just do it at anywhere. So in order to save a post or a message, when you want an easy access for a post or a message, later you can save it from the message you want to select, or just select more options and save this message. So to access a list of saved messages, select your profile at the top of the app and then choose save and enter saved in the command box at the top of the screen, so that like we can save few messages which are mostly important for us. So I'll share you our Microsoft Teams app so that you could understand the practical also. So yeah, here, as I've told you, I can here post a message like, "Hi ambassadors, today is our ambassadors event along with my alpha student ambassador Abby." So in the given list, I can here find Abby and tag her. So this is how we can tag some people. So now, in order to to send a message, you can just click this button and post your message in the channel you wanted. So now, in order to, like, here we can find more options where you can add a form, you can add your analytical tool, you can add few Azure bots. So there are a lot more tools that you can add along with the message. And if you want to, select more channels, here we'll get notified by channel. You can hide few channels, manage here, and get a link of a particular channel through this icon. And now, whenever you want to add a member, you can just add a member here. If you want to leave a team, you can leave by pressing this icon and manage teams whenever you want a few or more people to get into your teams, as Abby explained you prior. And now, let me show you a fun activity. Actually, in order to on your video in a particular event or do something which is very much exciting for you, you can do one thing. You can change your backgrounds whenever you want to represent yourself in some particular video. So actually, this is not my exact background where I'm using this. So in order to change my background, I have a video settings at my Teams app. Let me show you my entire window. Yes. So this is our entire video which I'm being presenting you here. And now you can change your backgrounds. Here you will find a icon called Teams app. So here these I can show you how many participants are being attending this workshop, and this will show you whatever conversations have happened in the whole event, and what links have we shared, and what messages have we got into this particular event. And here, if someone is excited and someone want to raise their hand, and someone really love our event, and someone who really think it's the best event, they can use this emoji. And now I want to do this. So yeah, this gets highlighted in the whole event. And now we find more options where we'll find meeting notes. We can do meeting notes, and we can also have a together mode, which will be done at the last section. And we have a video here, and there we can select our, you know, uh, you can be give a control. We'll have few options here where like the whole background can get changed. You can find it when you'll be the one who is having it. So right now I can't change it. So here it's a mute icon where you can, when you want to give your audio, you want to speak something, you can use this audio here. And in order to, if you don't want to speak and you want to remain silent, you can just unmute yourself here. Right now I can't do it because I'm going to organize this event. So yeah, uh, I'll start presenting you, and I'll present again, go back to my PPT and tell you how we can now chat with people and call them. So yes, so in Teams, we can start our personal chats and calls. And Teams doesn't have any limitations of number of participants you want in an event. You can even get up to 200 to 300 participants in a one particular event. So yeah, so whenever so yeah, in order to like share your uh chats, or you want to talk to one person, like you can talk to one person, one is to one chat, or you can talk in order in some groups. Or so sometimes you want to talk to one-on-one person with someone, and other times you want to a small group, to have a small group chat on a particular project or some topic. So in chat, you can either start one-on-one or a group chat by selecting a new chat. I'll show you that how it goes. And in that, one-on-one chat is completely like according to the image in the presentation. Here, you can select a new chat icon and enter to a person's name. You can then use the formatting options available in the compose and format your message, and then select send option. So this starts a chat. And next, in order for a group chat, use a group chat when you need to talk to some group of people, and you can directly tag and call them at once. So start one in this some way, and you can start like one-on-one chat, select a new chat similarly, and then at the top of your chat list, with a group of chat, you can provide a name for the chat, so it's really clear what the subject of a conversation is about. So select a down arrow, which shows in the image. Similarly, it shows in our tool also. Far right to the to field, and then enter for the chat in the group name field. Next, enter the names of people you like to add to the to field. Like you can just click that which was highlighted in the image there, and then this starts a new conversation, and everyone who wants to access to the group chats can send messages, and you can include up to 250 people in a group chat. So in order to mark a message that it's important, if you want to make sure people pay attention to your message and mark it important and urgent, then here there's an icon which shows you that it's urgent. To do that, select a set delivery options there beneath the compose box, and then select the important or urgent. That adds a word important or urgent to your message. So now let us, for instance, let us assume that we have a very really important project, and I want an endorsement from Abby in a particular project, and urgently I want to get her notified in every like, if you choose urgent, it will get her notified for every 2 minutes for 20 minutes. And if you choose important, it's same, but it will be marked as important the whole message. And if it's a standard, by default it's a standard, so it will like be in a as usual thing. So to undo this option, just select the standard from your delivery options, and then this message will be sent as usual. And an urgent message will notify a person or a group repeatedly for 2 minutes, for 20 minutes, until 20 minutes, or until they read it. You can judge based on your organization culture what messages are urgent. And an important note is that only an administrator needs to enable urgent messages. The other teams in the Teams app cannot do this. So Microsoft Teams is really a very eco-friendly, like it's really friendly tool. You can simply call as you do a normal call to your friends. It's similar to that. You can just click on the call icon in your Teams and just let that, is it an audio or a video call? So in order to make calls, select an audio call icon or a video call to start a call with one or more people from anywhere in the Teams. And in a command box, type hashtag call to choose like which you would like to reach. And however, someone profile photo anywhere in Teams, they select video call or audio call for their contact card. So any call can be a video call or an audio call. It always up to you. So anyway, a call is simple too. Just to select a video call or an audio call when prompted, when someone calls you, you get a notified that let you accept or decline a call. Like similarly, when someone calls you, how you will get a call? Like you'll get at least you want to reject or accept. In the same way, this is how it goes. So in order to uh, just turn on a chat, or just you want to turn on a chat, you can just you can just select the green icon. So if your organization has an enterprise voice or a business voice license, you can call anyone from Teams even if they're not using it. So just select calls and dial a number, or to call anyone, even we can do it in a similar way. And now, in order to change your status in the Teams, like right now, me and Abby are not available because we are in an ongoing live Teams workshop. So that is why we'll be seen like we are unavailable. But at the same time, you guys can change your status in a different way. So let me explain you the detailed status that why the each one is holding up back to you. So available is when you active in the Teams and don't have anything in your calendar, or any meetings or calls or nothing. And not that Teams will automatically set your status from available to away when you lock your computer or your phone when it enters ideal or sleep mode. On mobile, this will happen when the Teams app is in the background. Busy. So when it comes to busy, is when you want to focus on something and you don't want any notifications or pop-ups. If you're in a meeting or a call, things will automatically change your status into a meeting in a call when not set to do not disturb you guys. And at the same time, do not disturb is a status where if you want to focus or present your screen and don't want any notifications to pop up. And at the same time, be right back is a status where is when you want to say you're temporarily away and it's never set automatically. And appear away is when you need to work without responding right away. And at the same time, the last one is appear offline. So appear offline is completely when it's like, Yeah, when you want to indicate that you're not signed into the team, so not willingly responding until you are back to online, and you still receive notifications if anyone messages you. And now, let's go to how we can share between Teams and Outlook. Microsoft Teams is completely features. Okay, sorry, let me demonstrate you the practical section that how you can call. Yeah. So here are the calls where I have recently called few people. So this is the list. So here you can do speed dial. There'll be contacts whoever you want to like add contact. And right now I want to call someone like one of my friend Akanksha, and she's my friend. I can just click on her, so automatically it will get called up. And in order for the speed dial, I can just dial here to Abby and directly it gets get a call to her. And if you want to send some voice mail, recently I got a voicemail from Aishi Pandey, and she gave me some important information about the project. So in order you want to send a project voicemail, you can just click on it and make a call, record it, and send them. So this is how it goes. So and now here's the chat icon where you can, so this is the chat icon how it looks. And in order to send a message to a particular person, now I want to send a message to Abby privately, one-on-one chat. So it's completely one-on-one chat. So now I can send a one-on-one chat hi to Abby. At the same time, for the group chat, or here's a project about our building web apps for Azure services. So it's completely a group chat. So if I want to communicate with a group chat, so this is how it goes. And now I can, put a message hi in our group chat. So this is how a group chat goes. So see, Happy message me that's hi Neha. So this is how it goes. So similarly, this is a one-on-one and a group chat, how it goes in Teams. And now let me jump into one more topic, that how we can share between Teams and our Outlook. So share to Outlook lets you completely share a copy of Teams channel conversation or a chat to an email in Outlook without having to leave Teams. So this feature is handy if you need to share conversation and status updates with users outside of your immediate team or even your organization. So in order to, you can just check, you can just see here. You can just see here, just a minute. Yeah. So when you see this image here, let me zoom it for you. Just a minute. Okay. So yeah, when you see this image here, you can find more options. So go to a top channel or a chat conversation in Teams and select more options and then select share to Outlook. Choose your recipient or participant, whoever you want to send a message. You can also select from custom options, either the subject line and then add attachments. So then you can click a send button to share your channel conversation. This sends the entire conversation history to some particular recipient. So I want to make a note that the share to Outlook feature is currently not supported on mobile, and also you must have an Outlook on web enabled. If it turns off, the share to Outlook option isn't displayed in your Teams. So make a note about it. And now in order to send an email to channel. So you can see, send an email to channel using a channel email address. Once your email is a part of channel, anyone can reply to and start a conversation. So for this, first you need to select more options and get an email address in it. So select a copy and then paste the copied email address into two line on an email. And then select to send the email to the channel. And also I want to make one more note that this feature needs to be turned on your IT admin, like the one who is an admin of the Meet. And also sending an email to a channel isn't it available if you're using Teams as a part of Office 365 government plan. Remember, uh, Office 365 government plan, it doesn't support. So when a member of a channel replies to an email message that has been sent to a channel, it's treated like a reply to an any other person in a channel. Uh, so sometimes emails that get to send too large to view in a conversation. So to see of a email on to in its original format mainly. So click view original email or under email in the conversation. Then you can directly see that how the actual email is viewed like. Yeah. And now we can also share and work with files. So let me explain how this goes. So working in Microsoft Teams allows you to work on files your teammates at the same time. Messages about the documents you work and stay with them and will show up in your team conversations. So let me make you teach that what how you can share files, find files, and also work on files with teammates using Teams. So yeah, to upload or share file, we can do it in three ways. First one, to attach a file to your message. So like when you're having a conversation in a chat or a channel in a team, you can just attach a relevant file to your message. From a compose message area, look for a paperclip icon to attach the file. So that is one. And then you can upload a file to your computer or cloud storage. Let me explain you the three things and then I will demonstrate you the practical section. Yeah, so and then select the browse teams and channels to share a link to the file that have already been uploaded into the teams. And after composing your message and selecting more like selecting more files to upload or share, select send to the send message. And second one, upload to a chat or channel. Every chat or channel in a Microsoft Teams has files tab. So where the members of the chat or a channel can find everything, whatever been shared. So from files tab of the chat, select share to share a file with the members of the team or a chat. Files that you have shared in a private or group chat are stored in your OneDrive for business. As Abby have shown you prior, we can also get access to the multiple icons in Microsoft Teams. And there we have a OneDrive icon. And there all the files you have shared will be stored. And from the file section of the channel, um, like okay yeah select and upload to the upload of a file to chan so that files can be uploaded to the channel and are stored in teams like SharePoint folder. So you can select a single or multiple files from your computer or your OneDrive for business account. And the third one is we can share by using link. So once a file has been uploaded to Teams, you can get a link to it for sharing. So go to a channel while a file is stored, select more options. You can get a link there, and then you can now paste the link to your chat or a channel. So how we can find few files Let's think that you're going to work on abundant of data, and you have sharing a lot of more resources to your teams, and you want one file which is more important to you. And then what happens is like you may work with a lot of files while using Teams, and the files list make it easier to locate the one you need. In order to make a note again that this is different from the files tab within the each channel and chat. So here, when you find, you can see that we can navigate to files and teams, and you can use the following use to find the files you need. So we find here recent, Microsoft Teams, downloads, and cloud storage, which gives you OneDrive, which is getting navigated to OneDrive. And then, so what is this all about? So let me explain what the each file is getting navigated to. So recent will give you the list of every file that you have recently viewed and edited. Remember, viewed and edited. And then Microsoft Teams contains a lot of document that we have recently created and edited in the channels that appear in your Teams list. And downloads are the one that shows you all the files which are downloaded from Teams. So this is a list is cleared each time you sign out of the Teams. So after selecting this icon, select open download folder so that you can access to the download. Like basically you can just get navigated to your own downloaded folder in your My Computer icon mostly. And there in downloads, you can find whatever you have downloaded from the Teams. So this is how it goes. And next, cloud storage, which is most important because it's get colluded with Microsoft Teams and OneDrive. So this shows a cloud storage services you are connected to the team. Select a service to view your cloud files. So mainly OneDrive is connected by default. It's really like everything in cloud storage is getting uploaded to OneDrive. That's by default it's set it by Teams. So your IT admin made it possible to add other cloud storage services, and you can also use to add a cloud storage button and add your another cloud storage service that you want to use in your Teams. And now, like mostly like if you want to okay. If you want to work with few files, so working with Microsoft Teams let you works on files together at the same time. So no need to check files out or to worry about if one is your colleague of has a document open. Just open the file you need to edit, and if other team members are editing it to your changes, will be seamlessly merged as your work. So make sure you have a settings according to your wish. So in Teams conversation, in the files tab or in files list, like the you find a more options again there. And next to the file, to select the file, choose if you have to edit the file in Teams or in your desktop or in your appropriate office web app or anything. And then by default, you can just open the Teams, will open inside the Teams with the standard office tools available in your screen. And again, to make a note that non-office files must be edited in the corresponding to apps and then uploaded to the Teams. Again, non-office team files are not allowed to the Teams directly. So as you start a conversation to add a comment in, about a file, you can just mention someone else like I've said prior and just share a file. So now I will show you that how we'll upload files directly in Microsoft Teams. So now this is the a chat section with Abby, and here I want to share some file with her. So I want to share the PPT which is ongoing in our workshop right now, or from OneDrive, but I want to share a PPT with her. So now I'll go to my desktop and a recent workshop, and then select, and then send her. So now the whole document is being sent, like it's like we have already sent it. So, but I'm gonna replace it and send her. it's being processed. Let's wait for 2 seconds more. And then now I can just send it. And now she received the file which I want to send her. And in a similar way, I'm not going to post in our teams, but yeah, we can do it along here the same way that I can just attach a file similarly and post it by mentioning someone. I'm not going to do it in my teams, but yeah, we can do this in similar way. How did which I did along with Abby. So now in order to get files, here we can see more options, and here in like, so this is connect and learn teams. So where here we can find files whatever is shared by our admin. Here we can find whatever recordings, images, leaks, newsletters, Twitter logo, any PPTs, anything which was shared by our students have been uploaded here and who have recently edited it. At last, you can upload one. You can even get a copy by the third one, which we can share it by getting a copy is like here you can copy the link, copy it, and directly I can share it to Abby now. So this is how it goes. And now I've shared her an address of a file, address of some file where I can just, just let her directly direct to the link where all the files are stored now. So this is how it goes. And then you can just directly, you know, or you can just find them in files, whichever you want by just clicking on the search bar. And now I'll explain you her how this, we'll go back to the PPT and see uh, how we can organize teams and channels the way we want. So yeah. So yeah, everyone may get interfered into different types of teams or different types of groups, and they are interfered into different types of chats with multiple people. So you may get tagged in a chat or channel and then continue to follow a conversation long after it's relevant to you to just because it's there. uh, it may get used for you if you doesn't clutter your physical workspaces, but interesting, but it's not that relevant updates for other groups, but you can organize because if you feel that it's really very clumsy and clustered. So to organize your team, you can do like every team you belong to show into your teams list, either in your teams or inside or hidden or on the bottom of your list, whichever you want to recently, like, you just navigate it to the recent teams. It gets automatically done in the priority list at the first. So think like we have three different teams, and three different teams have multiple members. They have multiple like they have multiple teams, reorder teams, multiple channels. So how these all goes, we'll just see that. Okay. Mm. So yeah. So is that really a new team important for you? Just think that you got get selected for a new project, and your new project teammates want to, want a team. They want to discuss few things, like they want some workspace only for only for the team members who are working in this project. So this is how you can organize your teams as shown here. And there, how it goes, like every team, focus on your teams you are most active or not. So and hide the one where you are not active. To keep the organized teams, get automatically moved teams you haven't visited for several weeks to the hidden menu, as I've said prior. And at the bottom, it just direct you to the new activity that you visited them at any time, and then you won't clutter on your team's list. So you'll be informed whenever a team get bumps down to the hidden menu and given an option to you either to accept or to move or to undo it. So in order to um, how we can like reorder the teams. In order to reorder the teams, select just teams and select, or you can just drag the teams wherever you want, that however you want to prioritize them just by dragging them. How you drag your posts in your LinkedIn or Facebook is a similar way. You can just drag the teams and just make it an order which in whichever purpose you want it. And then how to organize your channels. Channels are completely different from teams, as Abby explained you. Teams are one where you will be having a group of people, but channel is completely a new workspace with a lot of members. One channel consists many teams, but one team doesn't contain even one channel. So this is how it goes. So you can similarly show and hide channel in Microsoft Teams and keep up with different channels and hide the one you don't want. As I've said here, you can just to show and hide the channels. As you can see in the image, you can just select more options and select hide. So by doing this, you can just hide the channels whichever you don't want to be active upon. And now, in order to pin or unpin your channels, you can just pin the channels that are another option to keep your important channels front or center, and pin the channels to stay at the top of the list so you don't have to hunt them down. So by to pin a channel, go to a channel name and then select more options and then just click pin. So in order by doing this, this ensures that you are on the top of your list and you want to change your mind, just select it again and again and unpin it. It's a similar manner. And now let's jump into chats. We have covered how we can organize teams, how we can organize channels, and now we'll dive into how we can organize chats. Yes. So, in order to manage chats, so yeah, I have chatted with multiple people, so many ambassador organizations, but a few of them are important to me. So, how I can find them? So in order to find them, there are a few ways to search for and find messages. You can find a message based on a person's name. You can find a message based on a keyword you remember, or you can filter to show certain types of messages you want using my activity icon. And also you can find few saved messages. As I have saved, how you can save few messages. You can hide a message. So how this hiding chat goes is like, while you can delete a chat in Teams, you can hide it from your chat also, or mute it so you can stop getting notifications. In order to get that, you can just select a chat, open the chat list, next select which one you want to update or which one you want to hide. You can just find all the type of filters that you have in and the given, like the chat will be hidden until someone posts a new message to it. But yeah, we can do it. And next, unhide the chat. In order, it's already hidden. The chat is already hidden, and it needs to be seen that is it hidden or not. And then we can just go to the search box and then get select on the chat, and again that get selected to the chat of the list, and next go to the more options and select which one is unhide or not. And we can also mute a channel. So how this goes is like, this is also a similar way, and an icon appears next to the name of the participants to remind that the chat has been muted or not. So first the name of the chat here, you can just mute and select more options. And if you want to change your mind, you can just select it again and unmute yourself. And some ambassadors are more important for me. I want to keep it them on the top of my list. I want to prioritize them. So this is how this goes is like, then you need to pin a chat. So you can pin a frequent conversations to the top of your chat. And now, as recent, Abby is my priority chat because we are discussing about few important topics. And now, in order to do that, I can just pin her chat and then I can just select more options. So I'll show you how we can find these options and channels, themes, and on chats now. Okay. Okay, so now let me share you my themes. Okay, so these are my channels. These are your teams are like, I have a team community, I have a team special communities, I have a team program information, I have a team with student ambassador summit. So let me go to the team community, and this is a channel. And in this channel, where we all ambassadors connect to one, prioritize, we can manage channel through this. Like let's go to analytics. Like I have not permitted much, but yeah, let me, yeah. So these are the top priority channels that I'll usually use, so that I want to connect with more ambassadors, content of our workshops. And here you can find options like you want to add a member, leave a team, get a link of a team, manage tags, and also manage the whole team. So if I want to find someone which are more important to me, or if I want a channel to be searched, like which one, like if I think league, AI, and ML, yeah, AI and ML is most important for me. I can just click that and it will be appeared in my top of the tree. So this is how it goes. And now if I want to find some member who are more important for me in the community, like Abby, I can find her here. Yes. And I can just select her to join this league and add a member to our whole channel. And now when it comes to community, these are the top 4 communities which I've been using, so I can't manage them at all. So because they are only 4, but if you are into more teams, you can just join, create one here, like Abby have told you, and just work on. We can just manage teams like by using this. You can add more, and you can get analytics that most probably how many active users are there. Like my active use is more, I'm into a 5 teams, and but I'm most active in community more. So this is how it goes. It shows a whole analytics that how many people are interfered, how many are guests, how many have posted, how many have replied you, and what type of a team is it all about. Is it a private or it is public? So completely the last one, which is like public. And now let me go to chats, managing chat. So now here I can find, I can filter someone's name, like I want to go to Saina Khanat, for example, and I want to find her. So in order, she's like my most priority. So here, in order to like just if feel like see here is an Abby. So she's more important for me. I can pin her here, and she'd be definitely prioritized in my chat list at top for sure. And now, in order to unpin her, because for some reasons I want to join her to the normal list like that, and I want to mute her if I want to don't want any messages from her anymore, then I can just click on mute. If I want any notifications from her whenever she's available and offline, then I can just use this one, and I can add her into my favorite contacts, and I can add her into, like, I can mark as 100 whenever I won't want to read any message of hers. I can pop out of her, I can pop out her from the chat, and I can do a lot more. If I want to unpin, I can just unpin. So this is how, if I want to mute, I can mute, but I'm not going to. But if I want to hide her, I can do that like this. And again, she got hidden. But now, let me search her again. I can't find her. So she's completely hidden. So let me see how I can unhide her. Okay, let me just check. Addie, can you send me a hi? Yes. I've hidden her, but whenever I get a message from her, then I can just read it. And again, I don't want to hide her again because I missed her once. But yeah, so this is how it goes. If you want to hide someone, just yeah, you can just do it. And if you want to pop out the whole chat, you can just click on this. So this is how you can manage channels, teams, and chats, and much more. So yeah, I've got her a wonderful cherry image from her. So yeah. Now, let me get back to the PPT. Yeah. And now, how can you manage your notifications? So it's quite important because most of anyone don't want themselves to get involved into many things. Like you can just can't just feel like you want to be active in every team. If it's really being it's finished like 2 months before, and you really don't want to get overviewed. But yeah, you can do this. So, let's get an overview of how you can see the notifications. There are four ways that you can get notified in a team. One by activity feed, and one by chat, and one by desktop. In Windows and in Mac. So as I'm being visualizing in my Windows, then I can explain you in my Windows only. So how this activity feed is goes is like activities feed is you'll find this one in the top left corner of Teams by selecting activity. This is where a team will let you know what's happening across the teams and channels. And second one, chat. Has I've always click on chat because I just this is where your group or one-on-one conversation happen. Has I have how I directed to the Abby's chat, a similar way, and I'll show you how where's the activity next again when I share you activity feed. And next one is like the whole desktop on Windows. They will show you a bottom right corner of your screen, and then you can see the action center. In your Mac OS, if you are using Mac OS, these will show you on top right corner of your screen, and then you can see the control that how it goes. I want to make a note again that if you're using Teams on web, some browsers will only show you notification and browser tab where you're running in the Teams. I will always get notified in my laptop once I'll get installed my Teams and whenever it's active. And the fourth one is we can do it by email. Is like if you want to use email to stay up on top of the team's conversation as they happen, you can be missed an activity email, something like that. You can choose often, you get them. And then if you want to summary of the day's activity, use the digest email. You can get the email at the beginning of the day as well. So if you want to change nothing about the Teams notification, you'll receive both desktop notification and activity feed alerts along with everything that you. And let me tell you how you can manage Teams and all. Okay, just a minute. So I'll show you a practical demonstration, but before that, let us do a funny activity. So Abby, are you there?
Yes, Neha.
Yes,
Hi.
hi. So what you do is like in the Microsoft Teams app, just go to together mode on it, and everyone who's online, please turn on your videos. Let's do an activity that how you can see
Oh, that's
yourselves in
nice.
stealth mode.
Okay.
I'll stop sharing my screen and help and just tell you how you can manage Teams and create an event and go productive online.
It's evening now here in Philippines. 6:26 p.m.
Okay. It's just a sample image. It's okay. It's completely.
Uh, can anyone join us for this? This can also be the photo op for our workshop. So if you may, please open your video so that we can see you guys and we can virtually meet one another even though um we haven't met in about a year now. So please open your camera if it's okay with you. Also if you have a camera, if you don't have, it's okay, it's understandable. Okay, thank you for opening your camera. Wait, I'm gonna look for your name because I can only see you in the together mode.
Well, I know him.
Uh, wait a minute. I'm gonna.
We just want, I think, like 4 more.
Neha, can you stop sharing your screen?
Uh, yeah. Okay, just a minute.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm right. It's Mr. Ujwal Maradkar. Thank you so much for coming again for this event. I like your background. I want to have that. Oh, anyone guys, we're only three. This is already again our photo op for this workshop. So please do open your cameras for documentation purposes. Please. Dalawan, oh, guys, I'm going to speak in Tagalog so that I can encourage my Filipino participants. Guys, sige na, sige na. Oh, sige na, open cam naman kayo. Ayan. Ayan, and thank you, Leonard, for opening your camera. Um, thank you, Roms, for opening your camera. Okay, medyo, we are, getting more people. Thank you also for Pat for opening your camera. And also for Anna, Mika for opening her camera. Going once, going, here's, if you guys can see now the screen, this is the together mode of Ujjwal Maradkar. Wow, thank you so much for sharing the screen. Guys, we are 18, I think, here. If you want to open your camera, please do, please do, please do. Okay, if going once, going twice. Okay, I'm going to take Neha. You don't want to join? Oh, hi, sister of Anne. Hello, Neha.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, okay, sorry. Ayun! Wait lang, nakalimutan ko kung sino 'to. Sino kaya 'to? Sino ba 'to? Um, oh, sorry, I'm speaking Tagalog because these people are si Val. Okay, Val is here. Jerick is here. Thank you so much for again opening your camera. Okay, I think this is the best people to smile. So again, let's count to three, and I would take a screenshot for documentation purposes. Okay, okay, guys, smile on your camera. 1, 2, 3, smile. Again, 1, 2, 3, smile. Now together mode, together mode. Let's use let's use Ujwal's screen sharing. So look at your face in that together mode. Make sure you're properly seated in the spaceship. Okay, let's take a photo. On 1, 2, wait a minute. 3. Isa pa. Ay, okay, game. One more. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, hi. Thank you also, Julian, for joining in. Okay, let's turn off the camera. Going to give the floor back to
Yeah,
Neha.
thank you everyone. That's really a fun activity, which I really wanted to be it more interactive. And yeah, this have become really a more interactive fun activity. So yeah, now let me explain you how we can create a meeting. Just let me share you my screen. Or can Abby, can you confirm that is my screen visible?
Yes, it's
Okay,
sharing. I can see my cherry.
right here. So this is the icon where the whole activities will get notified. So recently we have chatted with me, so I got an activity that yeah, we had a chat, and then someone had sent me voicemail. Here I got a notification that yes, a chat is going on. So this is how this goes. And later okay, just yeah. So now, in order to manage event and create an event, I'll explain you how we can create an event. Most of the alpha ambassadors really feel hard that how can they, just start a event? How can they create an event, and how this all goes? Like how we can do this, like everything. They really find it hard. So let me just do this. Just a second. So here, let us go to calendar. So here, in calendar, you can just select a manual date whenever you want to create an event. And here you can find a icon. If you want to really, you want to create an instant meeting, then you can just click on this. But in order to create a new event here, you can just click on this. And then, so how it goes is like here you can find a new title. So where will be how will be if you just think like you have some sample title about the event that you want to make it you want to just call in and want to make a room, like you want to schedule something. So select the schedule a meeting in a chat, and then book a meeting with the people in the chat. And then right now we have created a new meeting which is on the top right corner, and just select the range of the calendar and scheduling the pop-up. So once you're done with filling these all details, let me just tell you. So here we can find and add required attendees. So if I feel that Abby is my required attendee for sure, then I'll click her. And also if Ujwal is my like required attendee, then I can add her. So I can add the multiple attendees that I want, who I feel that they are most required for my event and a meeting. And I can here give few details about the date I want to conduct the meet and time at whichever I want. And if I want a loop to remind them every weekend or daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and some custom time, I can choose whichever I want. And here in add channel, you can find to make a meet of a channel meeting, select a add channel field in the new meeting form and enter the name that desired channel you want. And I want to here add connect, the whole community, connect and learn. I want to add them. So yeah, I'm adding them. And now I want to add like if we think like from India, if I if it's completely like a location like Hyderabad. Yeah, I'm from Hyderabad, so that's why I'm like giving information like Hyderabad. So here and here, after that, I can give few details about the whole, important description about what you are going to cover, that how we will be discussing the important topics and everything. And once, if I, just start this whole meeting, my present meeting gets deducted, so I just don't want to click here. And but once when you click on send, an automatic link gets generated, and then we can just normally just share whatever is important, like normally we can just send to the important persons whomever you want to share the link about it. And again, let me close this. You can just discard it automatically. And now how we can go on a live event. You can use live options. So basically what it happens, like teams can detect what is said in a meeting and present a real-time option that you want to do it, like by going a live event. So for that, you similar way you need to give the details that how I have explained in all the details in a normal meeting. But in live captions can make you meeting more inclusive to the participants who are deaf or hard of hearing. You can also even have live captions once you can just when I just fill the form and just get up set up, and there we can find few options, like we can continue with a live caption section. It would be very useful because we even Teams is also helping for handicapped students. So this is how people are at different levels of language proficiency. So even for that, participants in loud spaces, by giving them another way is like giving captions. You can just turn on the live captions by giving a meeting controls and all. So in order to make sure your live captions are accurate as possible, uh, okay, let me go back to the PPT. So now we have learned how we can create a meeting and how we can go to the live caption so that handicapped people can get through the live event sections. And we can also plan and schedule a live event. So how this goes is like, let me explain you how we can get most of your captions first. We have seen that I have already explained that how we can get different type of emojis, so that during a meeting, if you raise a virtual hand to let people know what you want to contribute without interrupting the whole conversation. So this is how we can raise a hand. And also, to make sure your live captions are as accurate as possible, try to follow a few best practices, like speak clearly, like how we are speaking clearly and directly with a mic, or has your distance or from mic increases, captions may be less accurate. And avoid locations of background noise, like has my whole noise is really clear and accurate, so I can just uh, have a good event without having any background noise. And avoid having multiple people speak at a time. So when you see after Abby's program is completely done, I'm completing my program. We haven't interrupted or made a clumsy event so that it make a more noise at the same time and attendees feel uncomfortable and unclear about the concept. So this is how it goes. And I want to make one more note that this feature isn't available for one-on-one calls. Like if I only want to have a call with Abby or only have a want to call with Akanksha, like my friend, and if I want to have a personal call with them, this doesn't work out. We can't have a live event or a live capture like show captions for whatever conversation we had until now. And next, how we can plan and schedule a live event. So how this goes is like, uh, to produce a live event, Microsoft Team Live Events enable users to broadcast video and meeting content to a large online audience. So live events are meant one-to-many communications where a host of an event is leading interaction and audience are primarily to view the content shared by host. So here I'm the host and Abby is a co-host. So how it goes is like we are the only one who is able to share you the content. So this is how we can plan and schedule our live event and how it goes. So in order to create a live event, as I've shown you prior, we can just go to the meetings, click on new meeting and select a new live event and give the required information, whatever it was, the title, attendee, the channel, the description, the time and the date, and whoever the required event is that you want, everything. And under live event permissions, you can just have an attend your live event, make selections that how you want to plan and produce an event, that how you can show, like how you can see in this live event permissions, and then select schedule, select get attendee link to copy your unique code so that you can post and send anyone you want to get them into the attending an event. So to produce a live event, this is how you can go. So to make a note that see, like an organization can only do or assigning, or like assigning and planning the event can only be done by organizer but not by attendees. So and then if participate isn't like a question and a panel is about to going to, I'm about to going to have a question and answer panel. So we can have that panel also on the right side of the screen. So to type a question in the box box, you can just send it. Anyone can do it now and can ask it anonymously. So this is
for
how.
those for those if guests or from coming from my school, you can just unmute because this meeting was conducted in the special communities of the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program. So you're considered as guest. So the chat feature is disabled for that channel. So if you may please unmute if you want, but don't worry, you didn't miss out on anything. Just we just want to hear your voice more. So if you have any questions, now is the best time because this is the portion of Neha. If you are organizing an event right now, you need to ask something because just one of the tips that I can share to you right now is that if you have a guest speaker that doesn't have a Microsoft Teams or Microsoft School account, you don't want to create your event or create your meeting on the channel because that would limit the access of the guest speaker, the resource speaker, and the resource speaker needs to present. So in that case you need to create that event directly on your calendar, as shown by Neha earlier. Create your event in that directly in the calendar app, calendar feature of Microsoft Teams. Uh, Questions? Just raise hands if you have, so that you
Turn
can we.
the video, you can ask your questions. I'm
Mm-hmm.
much interested to answer you guys. And
Yes.
there were few topics in a question and they are that I need to answer them. I'll do it if you want to right now. And also, if you want to say something in or like an announcement, like anything, you can just, as I've said before, you have a question and a report on the top right of the icon. You can just click on that, ask me question. There's no need that we know to know your name. You can ask it anonymously.
They have a question. Oh, there's chat.
Okay.
Romel send. Oh, Romel send. What do you call it? A together mode photo, a screenshot. Please tell us about some learning paths from Microsoft Learn. Yes. Neha, would you do the honor of telling them about
Yeah.
the
Please repeat the question, please.
according to Ujwal, please tell us about some learning paths from Microsoft Learn that the students can
Yeah,
use.
I'm much more interested to talk about the latest technologies. So you see, we all are tech enthusiastic and ambassadors in Microsoft Learn. So how it goes is like, when you try to explore new things, when you're into different leagues, try to explore new tools, try to explore new concepts. If according to Microsoft Learn, Azure fundamentals have really become a very good learning path, but every ambassador is choosing that learning path only in order to ensure themselves and get advanced to get into alpha ambassador. But other than that, You can discover space exploration using Python, which is a really very good learning path according to me, because I'm very much interested in space exploration, API interfaces. Even Postman tool is also very much useful for this. And other than that, you can go to machine learning concepts using PyTorch, using Azure, and also you can go through custom visions using classification and detecting images using computer vision. And you can also have few learning paths related to React.js, cloud native applications. There are a lot more stuff. If you're most interested into cloud computing, then yeah, keep completely the concepts in Azure, cloud native applications, and how you can use cloud services, virtual machines, create Azure Word chatbots, and a lot. So if you're completely into data science, AI, and ML, then you can just choose few machine learning models, PyTorch or custom visions, and you can even classify animal images. There's a unique project like that which will be conducted in my next workshop. But yeah, there are few really fantastic, and we have, and also like I think everyone is interested in data analytics, which is completely related to analyzing in data. Like even there are few learning paths which is related to entrepreneurship, finance, a lot more stuff, which is also very much good learning paths. So yeah, there are a lot we need to explore. You can choose roles, your interested topics, and yeah, you can explore. But yeah, these are a few learning paths which I'm more interested in, and I even suggest few student ambassadors to learn that.
Yes, also in APC there are a lot of Microsoft Learn student ambassadors. Today, in this meeting we have two more, our president and vice president in the organization, and as shared by a fellow student ambassador in the chat. We I can send this link to you. Microsoft has also a lot of certification vouchers, and I believe Asia Pacific College has that can be granted by that certification. But more on that is known by our president. So if there are any more questions, let's proceed on the last part of our segment, the closing remarks from my collaboration with the ABC Microsoft community, and from the first Microsoft Gold Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador of the Philippines, and the president of ABC Microsoft Community, which I repeatedly again and again mentioned in this meeting, Mr. Romel Ormita, for the closing remarks.
Hello, everyone. Good evening because it's evening here in the Philippines. So, I just want to congratulate Abby along with Neha for successfully conducting this informative and intensive workshop with Microsoft Teams. So, I hope the attendees learned a lot in this workshop. And I hope that you could also apply these learnings in utilizing MS Teams, because MS Teams is really great platform for collaboration, and it really increases your productivity, especially in this time of pandemic. So I hope you enjoyed the event. So I'll give back the floor to Abby and Neha. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I think that is a wrap. That is all for the Achieving the Dreams with Microsoft Teams on online workshop for beginners. And I hope you learn a lot. I really hope you learn a lot, and I hope we had an impact on how to use on Microsoft Teams, and that you would always share this to your friends, and you would always prefer Microsoft Teams in organizing an event, because it really meant it would really make an impact to everyone when you use Microsoft Teams compared to other devices. Because again, Microsoft Teams is all in one place. It is not complicated. It is user friendly. It is created for us students. With that, thank you again, Neha. This is we will be giving your certificates, all of your certificates from the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors program for attending this workshop. And of course, it will be sent to your email. And if there's anything else that you need to say, Neha?
Yeah, and also if anyone have doubts on any concepts, or you want the whole recording, it would be provided you on YouTube at the link will be mailing you guys. It will be on GoCode community. So yeah, you can just have a look on the YouTube and support our Microsoft Learn student ambassador student communities. And really thank you, Abby, for having me for this workshop as a co-host. This is my first event where I'll be conducting, I'm conducting with students in Philippines, so which is really very honored for me. I heard a lot about Philippines, and I really feel great. Like I have conducted a fabulous event. And thank you for having me today.
So much, guys. I think there's, if you want to send hearts, applause. Thank you so much. I just want to thank you for this successful workshop. It was indeed very I was working on this for the past weeks now, and I'm glad it has been successful. So thank you so much for coming. For more updates in for on or other Microsoft 365 apps learning session or workshop, please follow Microsoft ABC Microsoft Communities Facebook page. Thank you so much. Ayan yung mga Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors. Then, thank you so much, Sir
Thank,
Joel.
thank you so
Okay.
much for supporting. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes. Okay. I'm going to end the meeting now for everyone's benefit. So, bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.